Oh, the driving iron, guys. Usually there's one of two people who use one under 20 degrees aloft, let's say. You're either really good, you've got plenty of speed to hit that thing up in the air, stop it on a green with a lot of land angle, and you occasionally hit it off the tee, but mainly only when drivers just way too much. Or number two, you are just an absolutely brutal driver of the golf ball, and rather than coming to gripes with it, you've convinced yourself that having this secondary teeing option is going to help you keep it in play more often, but in reality, you basically miss the same amount of fairways with the driving iron as you do your actual driver, and now you're just 50 yards shorter. And statistically, you actually shoot worse because of it. I kind of land in the middle. It really depends on the day, so let's go through my top 5 driving irons of all time. At 5, we were throwing it back to an era from Ping where it felt like they never really missed with the Rapture driving iron. Ironically enough, they won't release a mini driver now, but in the same era, they actually had a Rapture mini driver. This club was so far ahead of its time, it's incredible. They only made it in an 18 degree, so it wasn't that easy to launch, but there was so much weight low in the head and in the heel and toe that A, it wasn't horrifically hard to launch. Like, I was never going to stop it on a green because I was so young at the time, but B, it wasn't that unforgiving for a driving iron. It was just so good. If you know, you know. At 4, I have the 2022 Mazuno Pro Fly High. First off, I always love what Mizuno does with the two-tone finishes because you can just beat the hell out of this middle part and it doesn't look worn like most black clubs. But on top of that, the sole design of this thing was so good. It was chunky, which made the CG a little bit lower, further back, but it also had a nice amount of relief. That kind of fatter sole design, normally I don't love it. Like, I love thin soles, but because of it, it just made this thing a joke to launch. This is the only driving iron I've ever played in my life, genuinely, that I could stop on a green at like 19 degrees aloft. It was incredible. At 3, I have the 2024 Callaway Apex UT. Unbelievable address look. I mean, the offset is pretty much perfection for this style of club. On top of that, you have a triple cut sole, and if you guys know me, you know that I fuck with this heavy. The face shape is just glorious. Adjustable weight means I can mess with head weights, and if there is anything Callaway does well, it is hot ass faces. I just hope they don't mess up the new one when they bring it out. This thing is a beast. At my 2 spot, we've got the Titleist 712U. This was the first driving iron I ever hit in my life. I was in Golfsmith in Schaumburg, Illinois, in the Wright Bay. I will never forget it. It was like a rocket ship off the face. I couldn't even conceive it at the time. Shape was also amazing, and it just didn't have a lot of offset. It was a really, really good driving iron. But finally, at my 1, we have the original P790 UDI, the hottest driving iron ever made. This was the first year the 790s ever came out, and me and my buddy were just talking about this because we kind of like had one that we shared between us. We think it might have been illegal because we were getting like 151 smash factors with a fucking 2 iron. It didn't even make sense. Shaping on this thing, blade length, littoral perfection. Thin sole with a little camber, so it just never felt that unforgiving. This is just an OG GOAT. It's never going to be beat.